Explaining GTA characters' backstories. Niko Bellic edition. Niko was born in Yugoslavia in 1978. It was implied that his father was an abusive alcoholic. His mother, Milica Bellic, was unhappy that her son grew up in such a harsh place. In a conversation with Patrick McReary, Niko reveals that he had a brother who died during the Yugoslav Wars. According to the dialogue in the mission Taking in the Trash, Niko dreamed of becoming an astronaut when he was a child. In a conversation with Dwayne Forge, Niko mentions the house where he grew up in did not have electricity until he was 12. In a conversation with Kate McReary, Niko says that he found out his aunt, Roman's mother, was raped and murdered, sometime after Roman's departure to the United States. Knowing Roman would be even more devastated if he knew the true circumstances of his mother's death, Niko covered up what happened, telling him that she died in a house fire. Niko grew up in the harsh environment of the Yugoslav Wars and was a teenage soldier. The Yugoslav Wars were fought between 1991 and 2001, which means that Niko was only 13, 23 years old at the time. Niko says that he was betrayed 10 years ago, making it closer to 1997 or 1998, although Florian claims that it was 12 or 13 years ago in a phone call after the mission That Special Someone. He served as a helicopter pilot and an infantryman during the war, and during the mission Easy Fare, Roman alludes to him driving a tank. During the war, Niko both witnessed and committed numerous atrocities, which led to his cynical perspective on life and a certain degree of regret, depression, and emotional detachment. Eventually, Niko's unit of 15 men, most of them friends from his hometown, were ambushed by enemy forces, but Darko Brevic, Florian Cravic, and Niko himself survived. Niko concluded that either Florian or Darko had sold the group out, and he vowed to uncover and kill the culprit, not only to gain revenge, but also to hopefully close the book on the incident and move on with his life. Niko had trouble finding steady work after the war. Niko's cousin, Roman, had already moved to America to start a new life in Liberty City, while Niko spent the next decade working in the European criminal underworld, leading to a period of incarceration in a European penitentiary. After his release from prison, he began working for a human trafficking ring led by Ray Bulgarin. When a boat involved in the operation sank in the Adriatic Sea during a smuggling run into Italy, Niko swam to safety, but everything and everyone else was lost. Bulgarin believed that Niko had intentionally scuttled the ship and stole his money. Bulgarin's reach was too great within Europe, so Niko joined the merchant navy to escape him. During Roman's sorrow, Niko reminds Roman of an occasion in Europe where they encountered a bar which had burned down, and there was only one bottle of vodka left, so they sat down and finished it off.